Celebrations, I firmly believe, is family time. Totally. And this is the time where all of us are constantly looking for recipes which are quick, simple and easy. Even if they're complicated recipes, we try to find ways and make them simpler. Well, this is one such recipe which is my personal celebration favorite. I am making mutton masala. Let's begin. The first thing and the most important part of this recipe is to take very good quality goat meat and cook it under 3 to 4 whistles. Well, I generally cook like that. I use a pressure cooker, add in water, add in ginger garlic paste, just a touch of salt, maybe sometimes a touch of turmeric, and cook it for 40 minutes or under 4 whistles. That's how I like my meat, nice and tender. And you also collect the stock, which is very important because that is going to form the basis of this recipe. The next step, which is also one of the most important steps, is to create a masala mix. Now the first thing is to add in paste of tomatoes. Now this is a fresh paste, and for God's sake, please do not use a proprietary paste because that is going to change the recipe drastically. Do not blame me then. To this, the next thing that goes in is homemade dahi or curd, paste of ginger and garlic. Remember the fact that ginger and garlic are both also added in while cooking the meat. So this is going to be additional, so you can kind of balance it out completely. All the dried masalas go in at this stage, beginning with red chili powder. Again, depending on how spicy or how red you want this dish to look like. To this, I'm going to add in turmeric powder. Along with this, garam masala. And finally, salt as required. If you've added salt while cooking the meat, use it with caution. Need to whisk this well. It has to be lump free, it has to be smooth, and that's when you keep it aside. There you go. The next step is to take a red onion and slice it nice, fine and thin. Time to begin the cooking process. Let's begin with desi ghee. Well, I like it this way. Nevertheless, if you're a fan of mustard oil, this recipe also tastes very well with mustard oil. Nevertheless, regular oil also works well. The ghee has heated up. Let's add in sliced onions and allow these to caramelize. The onions have turned wonderful golden and caramelized. Time to add in the spice mix. Mix all of this well and allow this to cook till oil starts leaving the sides of the pan. The flame could be medium to high all through. If it's high, you of course need to keep stirring because chances are this would burn. And just remember the fact that do not keep the flame low because of the curd. The curd may split and that would give a very different kind of an aftertaste, which you're not looking at this point in time. Once this is done, and now if you see the oil is literally releasing the sides of the pan, I'm going to cover this and keep it for another 5 minutes on low flame. It's been 5 minutes. Let's open the lid. Let's give this a quick stir. And with this, I'm going to add in the cooked meat. Let's stir this well. Cover this again and let it cook for at least 15 minutes on medium to high flame. The meat is perfectly cooked. Anyway, it was 3/4 cooked. This is just that finishing and that taste to get into the meat. This is done and ready. What's important at this stage is to keep it just like that for another 15 minutes at least. The flame is off, remember that? And that's where the oil starts releasing, which is very important for mutton masala. So let's wait for that, and then all you do is serve this with some coriander and enjoy this with fulka, naan, roti, dal rice, whatever the choice is. Choice is yours. Time to serve. And last but not the least, coriander leaves. With this, your mutton masala is done and ready. And this Diwali, you shouldn't be complaining, because this is one of the quickest ways of making mutton. On that note, you also have to like, comment, and stay connected to get curried. Bye for now. Happy Diwali.